Good afternoon, everyone. Today, last class, we were discussing about retail strategy. So within retail strategy, we have discussed about growth strategies. So now we'll be discussing about entry strategies. So entry strategies. So entry strategies are nothing but how they can enter into multiple markets. So whether to invest their own money and get into expansion or to go for franchising kind of model, they have various kinds of options. One is direct investment. So they can invest directly and start entering into different markets. So for example, RIL doesn't give any franchisee kind of models. So they directly invest into various expansion whenever they want to expand outlets into other markets. So they invest directly. One is direct investment. Second, you have joint venture. So you collaborate with another company and start off your operations. Third one is franchising. And fourth one is strategic alliance. So strategic alliance, again, you will take the help of local partners for certain aspects of operations. Say, for example, you don't want to invest on logistics, so then you enter into strategic alliance with another company to to be part of that operational aspect of logistics. So these are four entry strategies through which retailers can enter into multiple markets. So one is direct investment, joint venture, strategic alliance, and franchising. So what is direct investment? Direct investment here includes retail firm investing directly and owning a division or a subsidiary that operates in a foreign country. So here you can see when Walmart entered into Indian operations. So they have joint ventured with the Bharti Group to enter into retail operations. So initially you might be knowing that they have entered into a supermarket kind of format called Easy Day. So they have opened a supermarket kind of retail formats in certain places like Chandigarh in Punjab and Raipur in Chhattisgarh. So they have selected only few cities and they have opened their operations. Now you can see Walmart directly opening up of B2B formats like Best Buy, Best Price. So here direct investment is nothing but retail firm investing directly and owning a division or subsidiary. So that operates in a foreign country. So here when you are making direct investment, so there is high level of investment needed. So here direct investment might be risky, but at the same time, you are likely to enjoy potential returns on direct investment. So if you see Reliance, though Reliance have invested directly into retail operations, now you can see after owning huge network of outlets, now you can see a lot of investments, people are buying stake in Reliance Retail. Joint venture is formed when entering a retailer pulls up its resources. So he'll be pulling up its resources with a local retailer to form a new company. So that's how Bharati Walmart. So initially the Walmart is named as Bharti Walmart. Walmart has entered into collaboration with Bharti Group, who is based in India. And here, in case of joint venture, new company is formed in which ownership, control, and profits are shared. So since the other company has invested some money, so the profits will be shared according to the investment made between the two partners. So here, potential returns are enjoyed by the parent company who has invested in case of direct investment. So in case of joint venture, so here the risks are shared and financial burden is shared between the local partner. And why they enter in collaboration with local partner is again, so they'll be having a better understanding of market. So they'll be able to pull up local resources such as vendors, real estate. So in order to start off retail operations, you may have to make huge investments on real estate. Here, Bharti Walmart is an example of a joint venture when they have kick-started their retail operations in India. Strategic alliance. So strategic alliance is nothing but it's a collaborative relationship between two independent firms. So you, for certain operational aspects, you enter into collaboration with third party. So a retailer might enter an international market through direct investment, but they are using local players to facilitate its logistical and warehousing activity. So for this part of warehousing and logistic part, you are trying to collaborate with another company. So today you can see very big e-commerce companies, they may be having warehouses of their own or logistics of their own. Now you can see certain small e-commerce companies, they enter into strategic alliance for these two aspects. So one is logistical part and second one is warehousing related activities. So if you have to invest everything, you may have to make huge investment. So now you have multiple third parties being available to take care of warehousing part or logistics part. The fourth one is franchising. So like we have already discussed in retail formats, so there are various methods of franchising. So here franchising, if you are able to expand your business, you are expanding your business at the cost of others' money. So franchising offers low risk and requires least investment. If you want to start off your operations with the franchising model, you need not invest money. So you are trying to make others invest and you are able to expand your business, enter into multiple markets. So here, many a times you can see certain companies when Vimal was initially started, when they were giving franchises. So Dhirubhai Ambani promised only one thing to its franchises. So he was saying that if you get profits, retain with you, and if you are making losses, just show us your accounts and we'll reimburse the lost money. So that was the assurance given to franchises. So whenever there is an advertisement of franchises for franchises, so you can see certain franchises, you will be having immediate takers for the franchisee. And for certain franchises, you will not have takers for that franchises. So you can see if there is a franchisee option for KFC, McDonald's, you have very high competition. So certain franchises, for example, Subway, you can see most of the time you see advertisement, but there are no takers for Subway franchises, at least in southern part of India. So here franchisee, you are not investing, but you are able to enter into multiple markets. So here entrant has least control over retail operations. So many times franchisee, though they are certain standard operating procedures on which they have to adhere to and operate these outlets, but you may not have full control, and entrants will have least control over the retail operation. So here again, when you are giving franchisee, so potential profit is also reduced for the parent company. So when you are making say 25% margin, so as a company, franchises will be paying you royalty, for example, 5%. So the other 20% will be retained by the franchises. So there are different kinds of franchisee. So franchisee will be owning and franchisee owned and franchisee operated. So he owns everything, be it infrastructure, real estate space, everything. And he'll be making investment on stocks and he'll be selling. So this type of franchisee is called dealer-owned, dealer-operated, or franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated. So in certain kind of franchises, company will be investing on interiors, infrastructure, and the dealer need to invest only on stocks, inventory. So this model is called franchisee company owned and franchisee operated, or it is also called as dealer owned and dealer operated. So franchising makes the company to be present in multiple locations at less cost. So you are making others to invest, and in that way you are able to enter into multiple markets. So today you can see certain outlets like apparel outlets like Peter England. So they are able to get into smaller towns also. It is because of franchising model. So this is about, we have discussed about various growth strategies, market expansion, market penetration, format development, and diversification. That is how you can expand your market. Those are called as growth strategies. How you can enter into multiple locations, again, it is through direct investment, strategic alliance, franchising, or joint venture. So these are the 4 options which are available. So direct investment, joint venture, strategic alliance, and franchising. So next topic is strategic retail planning process. So there are certain steps which a retailer will has to undergo when he is developing a strategic retail plan and trying to implement a strategic retail plan. So there are certain steps involved in strategic retail planning process. So these include defining the business mission, conducting situation audit, identifying strategic opportunities. You have to evaluate these strategic opportunities. Next, developing retail mix to implement strategy. 7th is evaluate performance and make adjustments. So here, this planning process is used to formulate strategic plans at different levels. So these different levels within retail corporation. So these are the steps involved in strategic retail planning process. So coming to defining business mission. So every company has to define what business they are into, what kind of business mission they want to implement. So here business mission is nothing but broad description of retailers' objectives, scope of activities which it plans to undertake. So here, whenever we are developing mission statement, managers need to answer these questions. So whenever we are developing any mission statement or vision statement, so first they have to understand what business are we in, are we into, what should be our business in future, who are our customers, what are our capabilities, what do we want to accomplish. So many times whenever you are developing a mission statement, if you can answer these questions, what business are you into, what your business should be in future, who are your customers, what are your capabilities, and what you want to accomplish. So if you answer these questions, then only you'll be able to develop effective business mission statement. Say for example, when we're talking about mission statement, say for example, Sony has a mission statement for its TV segment. Say for example, to be a leading player in high-end.
Yeah,
Who is making noise? Karthik, you have any doubt? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So when we are talking about mission statement, example, Sony's mission statement is to be a leading player in the high-end and higher priced. Now there is no LCD in higher priced LED TV segment, LED and smart TV segment. So you can see this is the mission statement, and whatever is their mission statement, they are able to achieve that mission statement. So again, whenever you are formulating your mission statement, you should be very clear in answering these questions. What business are we into? What our business should be in future? Who are our customers? What are our capabilities, and what do we want to accomplish? Next step is conducting a situation audit. So every company needs to conduct a situation audit before they enter into multiple markets, whenever they want to expand market. If you don't conduct situation audit, if you just launch your outlets in and around different town cities, you may fail in that market. So even very big companies to very small companies, they have to follow this strategic retail planning process. So conducting situation audit includes you have to analyze opportunities and threats in the retail environment. So suppose you want to enter into kids wear segment. If the market size is 1500 crores, say in Andhra Pradesh. So kids wear apparel market size, both organized retail and unorganized retail put together, is 1500 crores. And imagine there are 150 strong players who are taking this pie of these 1500 crores. So when you have to enter into this market, you have to check whether this market size is growing year on year by 20% or something like that. When market size is growing and when there are few players in that particular segment, you can enter. But when market size is degrowing and there are very strong players, in such a situation, you have to calculate accordingly and take decision whether you want to enter into that particular market or not. So conducting a situation audit include analyzing opportunities and threats in that particular retail environment, and what are strengths and weaknesses of retail business relative to your competitors. So what is your strength in relation to your competitors? You have to analyze these factors. So here, what factors you need to analyze? Again, it includes market factors. When you are analyzing market factors, you have to analyze what is the market size. Just now I told 1500 crores is the kids wear market size. And what is the growth year on year which you are likely to get? So certain factors you can see it might be degrowing. So now you can see with pandemic situation, so many offline retailers, be it apparel, certain retailers are able to grow over last year, like food and grocery retail formats are able to grow. Now that consumer durables and IT products, anyhow, they are growing at rapid pace. Even consumer durables, particularly TVs, music systems. So certain segments are growing even in CDIT retail. So you have to analyze market fact, be it market size, growth, seasonality of the product, and business cycles. Next, you have to analyze competitive factors also. Competitive factors here include right from you entering into multiple markets. You have various barriers to entry. So when organized retail started its operations with food and grocery retail format, so certain retail outlets like Reliance Fresh had a lot of barriers to entry in certain states like Orissa, West Bengal, and all. Competitive factors include barriers to entry, bargaining power of vendors. So again, whoever is supplying you the product, they'll be having certain edge. And you also need to check who are our competitors, how aggressive they are. You have to check competitive rivalry. So this is about market factors. Second, competitive factors. And third, you have to, this is very important, environmental factors, which include, you might have studied in multiple subjects, textual analysis, technological, economical, regulatory, and social factors. So these include political, economical, social, and technological factors. So certain, as of now also you can see the way retail getting expanded in South India might be very high in compared with the eastern part of India or northern part of India. So again, you can see certain governments, business people giving a statement that these states are business friendly states in comparison with other states. Next, you have to analyze strengths and weaknesses. So here, strengths and weaknesses include management capabilities, what kind of financial resources you have, location, where you want to locate your retail outlet, operational aspects of retail outlet. So you should be having these capabilities when you want to expand or enter into multiple markets. Next is identifying strategic opportunities. So we have discussed these. Identifying strategic opportunities include how you can expand your business into other markets. So we have discussed these are part of growth strategies. One is market penetration, expansion, format development, and diversification. So market penetration is how you can increase your sale. It is increasing size of present stores or amount of merchandise in stores. How you can increase, penetrate into the market, opening additional stores in the area of present operation. So this is how you can penetrate in the existing market. So increasing the size of existing stores or adding more merchandise to stores, opening the stores for additional number of hours in terms of operation for customers to shop. Next is market expansion. So opening stores in new geographical segments, sell lower price. Sometimes you can see market expansion doesn't mean opening up of new stores, or you can also increase your sales by adding additional categories of products to existing stores. So if there is an apparel store, you can add low price toys in the same store. So if you have kids wear apparel store, so you can add this category of low price toys. Next is format development. So format development is selling kids apparel to same customers in the same or new stores. So here format development, again we have discussed, if you have offline store, you can sell similar merchandise on internet also. So that is with the existing format, you are able to increase sale using online platform. Next is diversification. So how you can diversify: opening kids wear stores, open category specialists selling low price toys. So category specialists, again within kids wear, you try to pick one or two fast selling products, and you will be focusing on that particular category. So coming to evaluating strategic opportunities. So once you select certain opportunities, you have to evaluate them. So again, how to evaluate them? Again, if you want to enter into a particular market, you have to check these two factors. One is market attractiveness. Second, competitive position. What is market attractiveness? Dimple Shruti, what is market attractiveness? Are you there? Hello? Mohan Kumar? Mohan Kumar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is market attractiveness? So you can see
Offers, sir, which
this market is attractive for us and these two markets are not attractive for us. It is not offers. So if you are opening a particular store in a location, whether you have customers for your product, so whether customers are willing to visit your outlet, so that means having acceptability for your retail outlet. In case of products, having acceptability for your products in the market. So that is called as market attractiveness. And competitive position is how aggressive the competitive is, where you can position yourself. So when there is high level of competition, whether you can sustain in that competitive market or not. So if the market attractiveness is very low and competitive position is high, you cannot enter into that particular market. So unless you have enough finances to fight with competition, then only you can. Again, market is not attractive also, and you have huge competition. Then in such a case, you cannot enter into that particular market. So if market attractiveness is medium, competitive position is medium, you can enter. So if market attractiveness is medium, competitive position is low, you can enter into that particular market. Market attractiveness is low, competition is medium. Again, it is risky. And market attractiveness is high, competitive position is very low, you can enter into that particular market. Low and competitive position is high, you have to think and enter. Market attractiveness is high, competitive position is also high. Here you can enter based on financial capabilities. If you are a small player, you cannot enter into that particular market. Next, fifth step is establish specific objectives. And allocate resources. So once you have evaluated strategic opportunities, so the retailer consider overall objective is included in mission statement. So if you want to achieve specific objectives and goals, so they should be tested against which, whether you are able to make progress towards achieving overall objective or not. You have to measure these objectives. Say specific objectives, they have three components. So one is, so everything should be measured in numeric index. So the performance sort, what is the performance expected in numeric index? So against which progress may be measured. So if you have decided to make a sale of 120 crores and you have made only 90 crores, that means you have achieved 75% of planned sales. So you have to measure performance sort including numeric against which progress may be measured. So again, progress, if you are able to achieve your goals, again you should achieve that in time frame, a time frame within which a goal is to be achieved. So you have to plan accordingly. Is it in first quarter, second quarter, or within first 6 months, something like that. Next is level of investment needed to achieve this objective. So many a times if you have high level of objectives, again that should be supported with the investment. So if you have low level of investment and you want to achieve high objectives, it might not be possible. Performance levels are, again, it is measured in terms of ROI, return on investment made, profit against sales which you have generated. Next, sixth step is developing a retail mix. So what kind of product you want to sell, what kind of promotions, where you want to locate your outlet, and what price. You have to decide, develop a retail mix and then implement strategy. So here you have to develop retail mix for each opportunity in which investments will be made, be it product price, where to locate the outlet, what kind of promotions you want to implement. And once you implement this, you have to have control and evaluate its performance. So evaluate it once you develop retail, you have to evaluate its performance and make adjustments. So retailer meeting or exceeding objectives, changes are not needed. When they are able to meet objectives, when retailer fails to meet objectives, reanalysis is required. Again, reanalysis starts with reviewing the implementation programs. Our next topic is retail communication. So retail communication, you can see why retailers need to communicate to customers. So again, any retail will be understanding what retail communication is and how to develop a retail communication problem, what are different communication methods available. So the objective of any retail communication program is, so they'll be having certain long-term objectives to achieve and certain short-term objectives to achieve. So long-term objective is to build brand image. So here building brand images, you will be selling various products. Again, you have to build brand image for your store also. So how well your store name is communicated to public at large? Are people aware of about this particular store is opened in their city or not? So the first one is to build brand image. Second, it's to create loyalty. So again, customers may be having loyalty towards brands. So again, you should create loyalty towards your store. This is called as store loyalty. So if you want to buy Arrow shirt every time, if you are buying Arrow shirt every time, it is called brand loyalty. If you are buying Arrow shirt every time from only from Reliance Trends, it is called as store loyalty. So long term, the objective of communication program is to build brand image, create loyalty. Second, short term objective is to increase traffic. What is traffic? Dimple Shruti, are you there? So many of you are not responding. So I think you have just opened your laptop screen and doing some other work.
Sir, no, sir, I'm there. But my network issues are there for today, sir. So please excuse me. Traffic is the number of people that visit a website, sir, I think. That creates traffic.
Okay, traffic, what you said for online retailing is number of visits. In case of offline retail is traffic is footfalls into the store. So
Yes,
here, objective of any communication program, you can see any big communication, for example, Great Days of Amazon or Big Days of Big Bazaar. So you can see this communication is effectively communicated and that leads to increase in high footfalls. For example, Big Bazaar or Great Indian Festival of Amazon. So from the normal days to these days, you will be seeing maybe 5x, 10x of footfalls being increased, 10 times of previous days footfalls. So the second objective of any retail communication program is to increase sales. So you can see the sale, when traffic increases, automatically sales increase. So again, it is not guaranteed with increase in traffic, you may be able to increase sales. So again, you should be getting quality traffic into your store. So just I have told you many a times, CMR Central has high amount of traffic. So you can see right opposite to engineering college. So students after having their dinner, they may walk into CMR Central to relax. So that is also counted as footfalls. So here again, you should be having quality traffic into the store. So into brands within retail, companies have to create their brand image, be it store or the products which they are selling. So what is brand? Brand is nothing but how we distinguish one brand from another. It is through symbols such as logo. So that will identify its product from those of other competitor products. So here you can see brands are not built overnight. If a particular brand is enjoying high brand image, so it is not built overnight. They have been built over a period of time. So here, when we talk about brands add a certain value to retailers, and brands will also add certain value to customers. So when it is coming to retailers, so brands automatically attracts customers. Brands will build loyalty, and brands are generally sold at higher prices, and higher prices will lead to higher gross margin. So you can see generally brands are sold at higher prices. So when brands are sold at higher prices, that will also make retailers to get higher gross margin. So when you are selling brands, you need not advertise too much. So you will be seeing a reduced promotional expenses, even if you are a franchisee. So you can see if you are a franchisee of say some apparel brand, say Peter England. So if there are 7 stores within Visakhapatnam, which are franchises of Peter England, Aditya Birla Group, and you want to float some advertisement as 50% discount. You will be printing this advertisement in leading Telugu Daily or English Daily. So here, since Peter England as a brand is popular, so here when there are 7 stores, whenever they advertise in newspaper, so they will be putting 50% discount on all Peter England apparel. So underneath the print advertisement, you will be mentioning 7 stores addresses. You need not mention full address also, location, MVP colony, phone number, Gazuwaka phone number, Gopalpatnam phone number, like that you can mention them. So here the advertisement cost is shared among these 7 retailers who are there in Visakhapatnam city. So brands for retailers will reduce promotional expenses. It also facilitates easy entry into new markets. So again, they can also develop format like UCB Kids, UCB, Reebok Juniors, Gap Kids, and so when it is coming to customers, the value addition of brands to customers is brands promise consistent quality. So whether you buy brand in so whether you buy brand in Visakhapatnam or Delhi, so you will not see any variation in quality. Brands will promise consistent quality. Brands also simplifies buying process. So here, when you want to buy a particular branded shirt, I think you will not spend more than an hour in a retail outlet. But when you are buying a not so popular brand, you are interested in checking end to end of the apparel. So check whether there are any damages, what is the manufacturing date of the apparel, everything. So again, brands will also reduce time and effort in searching for information about the merchandise or where this particular branded apparels are sold. So you will not spend much time in searching for information about retailer and merchandise. So how to build a brand, valuable brand? Again, you can build a brand by heightening brand awareness. You have to create brand awareness. So this is also called as, if you are having high value in terms of awareness, that is called as brand equity. So when we talk about biscuits, Britannia might be having high brand equity in comparison with other competitor brands. So you can increase brand equity or build a valuable brand through developing favorable associations. So associations, again, some companies develop favorable association through their offerings, that is products. Say when we talk about buying less priced food and groceries. So people may remember Big Bazaar or Best Price outlet of Walmart. So similarly, when we think of McDonald's, so people will associate with McDonald's through their product offerings like previously French fries, now it can be burger, something like that. So developing favorable associations, creating emotional connections in the form of advertisements, and fourth one is consistent reinforcement. What is consistent reinforcement? Bhavya, Tanushri, what is consistent reinforcement? Hello, say yes or no.
So, yes, sir.
What is consistent reinforcement?
So it's like whenever something starts, so it makes some changes like in behavior responses. So we can say that if consistent reinforcement is there, then it can be like negative or positive, and it can have some outcomes as well.
So consistent reinforcement is some brands which are already popular. So in spite of that, they continuously advertise. That is to reinforce into customers' mind that we are there and our product is now developed into a new product with additional features. So that will, what companies are, brands are trying to convince the customer is, so they want to communicate that they are there in the market and they have developed new products or so if you don't consistently reinforce in customers' mind, customer may lose attachment to your brand. If, for example, Coke as a brand is very popular. So in spite of that, why they need to advertise in print media, electronics media, outdoor advertising, all this, again, they have to get into customers' mind from time to time. So if you see the amount of advertisements in electronic media right from January, so will be very high in comparison with August, September, and last 6 months of in a calendar year. So that is consistent reinforcement. So you also create emotional connections with the brand through advertisements. So here, there are certain advantages when you create a high amount of brand awareness. So that will make the customer to recall and it will occupy top of the mind awareness. Top of the mind awareness will stimulate visits to retailer. So in case of brands, why we end up having certain brands occupying top of the mind. So when we talk about soft drinks, Coke, biscuits, Britannia, water, Bisleri or Kinley. So when we talk about Tetra Pak, mango drink, Fruity is occupying top of the mind awareness. So here, so from time to time again, based on if you check what is remembered first in case of certain age groups. For some, when we talk about which water bottle you remember first, top of the mind awareness. So those who are above 40, 45, they may be telling Bisleri. So if you ask a 30-year student or 20-year student, he may be telling Kinley. Or few may end up telling Aquafina or Bailey. So how to create this brand awareness? So again, how to create this brand awareness depends on having memorable name for your brand. Say for example, if I start manufacturing a biscuit based in Endada, so I have named the biscuit name as Czechoslovakia. So if I name this biscuit brand as Czechoslovakia, so is it easy to remember or difficult? Hello?
Difficult, sir.
It is difficult. If you go to upcountry places, rural place, and many may tell you they'll be showing towards the product they may not be able to pronounce. So here, if you see all reputed brand names, logos, they look very simple. So be it Reebok, Hardy, Bench, so any logo, Coke, Pepsi, so they are easy to pronounce and easy to remember. So whenever you want to create brand awareness, the first thing which you should think of is having a memorable name, which is easy to pronounce. And once you have a memorable name, you should create repeated exposure of this brand through various kind of advertising methods. So brands are also connected to customers through symbols, logos, and all. These symbols should be very simple. So sometimes we may get confused by seeing certain logos or symbols, what this symbol signifies, which brand it signifies. So when you see few circles, you may be remembering immediately it is Audi car, something like that. So here, once you see the logo, even from a far away distance, you should be able to remember. Sometimes if you are working for a particular company, and if you are working for Facebook, and if you see even black and white advertisement of Facebook in newspaper, so that reflects you in color itself. So that is the attachment which you have towards the color when you are working for a particular brand. So again, nowadays you can see to create brand awareness. So if you are using electronic media, digital media is also now very costly, and people are now preferring event sponsorship. So event sponsorship, again, it can be a commercial event or event which is a part of, say, CSR, corporate social responsibility event. So here you can see, say, Britannia is distributing biscuits for migrant workers who are on the highways. So again, it is doing corporate social responsibility. At the same time, it is also creating brand awareness for its product. So if you have to advertise in prime time in television channels, it's very costly now. So even if you pick up a reputed movie artist audio launch, so that will get live telecasted for 2-3 hours, and your advertisement is continuously telecasted during the event happening. So this is considered as a cost-effective kind of method for creating brand awareness. So you can see from this example how McDonald's is creating brand associations. It is through their offerings. So be it French fries, Big Mac, Golden Arches, fast food. So you can take example of other brand associations in merchandise category. Office Depot is a stationery selling shop. When we talk about price and quality of the product, so Target, it's not there in Vizag, it's there in Bangalore. Target is a food and grocery hypermarket, and similarly Walmart is promising its customers high quality product at less prices. Similarly, this is US one. Specific benefit, people may also create association through the benefit. So every time you buy groceries from Spencer's, home delivery is free. So they are trying to create association. If you want to free home delivery, buy you only in Spencer's. So these are various integrated market communications which you see in retail. So these are also part of building brand image. So they build brand image through this communication with customers. So today you can see store design is also a kind of communication. Advertising, website is also a kind of communication. Maglog is, so the advertisement, only advertisements will be there in this particular supplement newspaper. So if you are advertising there, it is Maglog. So again, brand extensions is also a kind of communication. So with the same brand name, you are able to sell other products, Gap Kids. So coming to using brand name when you are coming out with the new concept like brand extension, developing awareness and image quickly. When UCB entered into UCB Kids segment, so that is they are trying to create awareness and build brand image very quickly. So the costs incurred will be less cost, and you need to promote extension. So here UCB as a brand is already popular. You have to communicate to public at large that UCB Kids store is open. So that is extension of brand. So here sometimes minuses are associations might not be compatible with the extension. So here when you have expanded to other segment, so again this might not get connected with the public. Suppose if I launch a biscuit name called Surf Excel. So as a customer, you will not have audience to buy this product. So when Surf Excel, so consumers get attached to detergent powder and not biscuits. So to retail communication mix. So retail communication mix. Okay, we'll discuss this topic in tomorrow's class. Thank you.